welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, welcome here to my channel in general. At the time of filming, there are only 11 days left until I leave Korea and go back to the US for the whole month of October, and I have a huge box sitting next to our couch of things I'm taking home to my family and friends that I've been collecting for over a year now. I will insert a clip of that huge box here. There's the big box that I'm taking home with the hanbok for my dog. Not put inside of it yet. It is genuinely going to take up most of the space in my suitcase. Like, I need to use those space vacuum bags to take my clothes home in because the souvenirs are taking priority. But I don't feel like I have enough. I have a hanbok for my dog, but I feel like I need more. So today I'm heading over to Insadong, which is by Bukchon Hanak Village and Gyeongbokgung Palace. It's in the Jongno area by City Hall, Seoul's City Hall. And for those of you who do not know, Insadong is kind of like the souvenir capital of Seoul. So it's nestled in a very traditional part of the city. It's a huge mix of stuff from like authentic traditional Korean craftsmanship to like socks that you buy for your cousin's baby. It's like the whole gamut. So I'm gonna vlog a little bit around Insadong and try to get more stuff for my family, but I'm also gonna go to a bookstore for the first time in Seoul. I'm going to one of the Kyobo Books. I think this is like their flagship bookstore in Jongno, and I'm gonna try to find an English book because I loved reading growing up. Like when the Twilight craze was in full swing, you could not get me to stop reading. I loved Lemony Snicket, I loved The Great Gatsby in high school, I loved Slaughterhouse-5, like I loved reading so much, and then I got to like university, and I don't know why, but I just like totally stopped reading as an adult. And I've tried here and there, and I really haven't been able to finish, other than The Great Gatsby, which I still reread, I haven't been able to finish a book since I was 18, basically. So I'd like to stop that, and I would like to find a book that I'm really interested in and want to read again. So I'm gonna try to go to this bookstore and find a book for me to read on the plane. We're heading over to Jongno. I'm gonna check out a bookstore first, actually, and then we'll head over to Insadong and I'll show you guys what today looks like. So I'm going to get going, and I will see you guys in Jongno. We are here. The internet said that like over 100,000 people could be here at any given point on the weekend, so I'm hoping being here on a Tuesday during the workday is gonna minimize that. We'll see. As soon as you come in and turn right, there it is. Let's go try to find some books. I found my section. Oh my god, this was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid because my dad really liked it. I had no idea it was a book. Look how massive it is. This is a huge book, but I loved this movie. Should this be my purchase? Should I just read The Princess Bride? It's definitely enough for a 14-hour plane ride, I think. Who are you? He screamed. No one of import, another lover of the blade. I must know! Get used to disappointment. Oh my god, me. This is on the list. There are a lot of books for like learning. Like not like textbooks, but I don't know what to call them. Like they're definitely non-fiction. The actual fiction section is quite small. Just these 3 shelves that are like maybe 5 feet tall. It's a little less than 5 feet tall. I think I'm definitely gonna get this. I always do this thing when I buy a new book, right? Open to a random page and read the whole page, and judging off of that, I'll get the book. And I laughed just reading one page, so I need to get this. On this side, we have fiction, Korean literature, and then 2 mystery fantasies. And that's kind of it. Just this one little section here that at least I would be interested in reading. These are all classics. Over here we have more learning books like mathematics, business, and people reading. More classics. This was another book we read when I was in high school that I actually really enjoyed. I read this in high school too. I cried so many times reading this book, but I actually really recommend it. So in addition to the section I showed you over there, I think these are more like new releases. So more mystery fantasy here, and more fiction here. Although I am surprised some of these aren't considered a classic, like The Catcher in the Rye or The Alchemist. A lot of these are based on movies too, or they're not exactly like new books, like they've been around a while. But this is the funniest book title I've ever seen, and after reading the back, it does sound quite funny, but it's a little expensive for me, so perhaps next time. But I am gonna get this as well. One of my friends read this book and was really captivated by it, so I will get this, which is a little more dramatic, and this, which is a little more adventurous and funny. Alright guys, I just finished up inside the bookstore and I want to talk a lot more about it because I didn't film too much inside, but there's construction noise happening here, so it's not like the best place to stop and film, so I'm just going to go to Insadong now, and we will swing back around after Insadong to talk more about the bookstore. So Insadong is not that far away, maybe like a 15-minute walk, so I'm going to open up Naver Maps and see you there. Oh my god, this restaurant has a cage. Oh, hello. Oh my god, they're crazy. They're so cute. I don't have anything for you. I'm sorry, but you're so cute. Alright guys, I got pretty lost. I ended up swinging all the way around to the back of Insadong, so I have walked all the way to the front. Or at least this is what I consider to be the front. And now I will walk back the way I technically just came in order to show you guys what I'm talking about when I say there's a lot of traditional crafts as well as junky kind of things, to be honest. So I'll show you guys some of the shops here and some of the cafes and some of the other establishments because it's a pretty cool area. There's also tons of other foreigners if you want to be in a place where you feel like there are other foreigners. I don't know. So yeah, let's go explore Insadong. So cute, little baby hanbok. This store name is Goyangi, which is cat, and they have a lot of little wooden cat things. This is actually where I got my cousin's souvenirs the first time I was in Korea. Look how cute they are. I got them fishing cats, like this. in my brain, my younger cousins are still babies, but the one like just turned 16. So I'm like, oh, play swords, that's fun. But he's too old for that now, so I guess I shouldn't get him a play sword, which is a shame. These fans are beautiful, like girl in hanbok with little illustrations. So beautiful. I love traditional Korean tigers. I think they're so funny and creative, like compared to other countries' renditions of tigers. No one else looks like this. Like, I love it. These are called ingam. They're like a family's personal seal or signature, but nowadays you can make your own. Like Andy has his own that he uses. And it's like the same as signing something. Instead of signing, you put a stamp. These are just ink, and you can write whatever on the bottom, like your English name or your name in Korean. You can use whatever other language. So this is a place where you can make your own, totally custom, and choose what your little ingam signature looks like. I don't think I ever mentioned it before, but I am the only female grandchild in my family on both my mom and my dad's side. So I am surrounded by only male cousins, and shopping for boys here is pretty hard. A lot of the souvenirs are like something girls would traditionally like, or at least none of my cousins would like. So it's a little hard to find something for the boys, but I'm gonna keep trying. I was not hungry until I smelled those candy strawberries. Oh my goodness, now I'm hungry. But I want to show you guys. Dun, 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 dun. So that says Biniliko in Hangul. Insadong is the only neighborhood that makes every store spell their name with Hangul, Korean characters. So Biniliko, you will probably not see anywhere else in Seoul spelled like that. You usually just see the English, but because this is known as a traditional area, they have to spell it in Korean. Starbucks, written in Hangul. Nature Republic, written in Hangul. You won't see this anywhere else in the city, folks. I am pretty tired. I have walked up and down the Insadong street here. I just want to pop into a cafe and sit down and get refreshed for a little bit, just a couple minutes before going home. I don't know if I should go to another cafe or to Starbucks. Actually, Starbucks has a Korean version of a pumpkin spice latte now, if you guys didn't know. The pumpkin spice latte was not in Korea for years. This is the first year, and I actually really like it. It's not like the American pumpkin spice latte. It is definitely the Korean version of a pumpkin, but I really do like it. So I just made up my mind. I'm going to go get a Korean pumpkin spice latte at Korean, written in Hangul, Starbucks. I was gonna go outside. What? Okay, so obviously I did not get the pumpkin latte. I have been trying to order strictly in Korean lately because I know how, but I lose confidence once I get up there and I usually mess up. But I was pretty sure I ordered everything correctly, but then I didn't. That's not what I got. Apparently she thought it said mango banana smoothie, which like I'm heading home, and once I get home we can talk about my book experience, my bookstore experience, and I will not show you guys what I bought because I don't know if my parents will watch this video before I get home or not. So I will check back in at home to talk about the bookstore. So before we talk about Kyobo Bookstore itself, I'm going to review what I got. I have Please Look After Mom, which is actually a Korean book which was translated into English. And like I said, one of my friends read this and really recommended it. It's about a Korean mother that goes missing. I think it's told a lot from second person actually, which is quite rare to find a book in second person. So there is Please Look After Mom, and then we have The Princess Bride, which is primarily what I'm going to be reading on the plane. Honestly, when I came home last night, I already read a little bit. I'm very excited to read this book. I already sent a picture of it to my dad because, as I said, my dad really liked this movie, so I watched it a lot growing up. We used to have it on VHS, and I know my dad spent like months a while back converting all of our old VHS tapes to DVDs, but I found The Princess Bride on Netflix. So my goal is to try to read this within a month. So I want to read a lot on the plane and a lot while I'm at home so that I can watch it again with my dad while I am home on Netflix, or if he still has the DVD from somewhere, whatever. So I'm going to be trying to read this a lot within the next month. So about the bookstore itself, I went to the chain called Kyobo Books, and there are a lot of locations all around Seoul and outside of Seoul too, all across Korea. But I went to the flagship location in Jongno, which is huge. It's very easy to find the English section. And when I first got there, I thought it was quite small. I thought it was just that like short rack of like classics, fiction, mystery, fantasy. Like I thought that was it in those two islands. But then you guys saw in the video, there's like cooking books, craft books, industrial design, art books. There's a whole section just on English books about Korea. There's a whole section about learning Korean. They actually had the Talk to Me in Korean books. So I think after I come back from visiting my family in October, I'm going to return to the bookstore and leaf through some of the Korean language learning books. So if you as a foreigner coming to Korea are going to be in need of a book fix, you're a little bookworm or you're an avid reader, I do definitely recommend Kyobo Books in Jongno. So as I mentioned, I will be leaving Korea. I am leaving Korea October 5th. I am going back to the Philadelphia area to visit my family for the whole month of October. So guys, please leave me suggestions in the comments of content you want to see while I'm home. I have 3 pets. I have an Australian Shepherd mix and 2 cats, one of which is my absolute child. I love her so much, so if you guys want to see pet videos, let me know. Other than that, I'm gonna be home in America for a month, and I'm still gonna be trying to put out 2 videos a week. So give me your ideas of what you want to see, because I know being in America isn't as popular as being in Korea in terms of like why you're here at my channel. You're less interested in the fact that I'm American, more interested in the fact that I live in Seoul. So whatever you want to see, I'd be interested in knowing, so please let me know. And should you ever be in Seoul, or if you're in Seoul now, I highly recommend going to Insadong just for even a walk around to see all the different kinds of Korean craftsmanship and just the fun little toys and souvenirs you can get for other people back home. If you are a book person, check out Kyobo Books, and I will see you guys next time. There will be probably 2 or 3 more videos posted before you guys start getting America content. So you have plenty of time to let me know what you want to see, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!